Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you guys, it's a combination video. It's going to be my November favorites, but it's going to be oriented towards my winter skincare routine. I decided to make it both because one, I wanted to get the opportunity to show you guys all my skincare products, and this is just a great time to also show you how I use them and when I use them. It's all good stuff to know, and especially this time of year, it's great to know how to really take care of your skin. So a few of these things I'm just going to show you guys when I use them. Some of them I'm going to put on and actually show you guys. I put my hair up, as you can see. I do have a bowl of warm water with me here. Unfortunately, my bathroom is not very big and I wouldn't be able to set up my lights and the camera in a way that would have made a very good video, so hopefully this will be a little bit better. I think it's just going to be clearer and I'm going to have more room to kind of do what I want. It might get a little messy with the bowl of water because I'm going to be washing my face, but you know, whatever. So as you can see, I've laid out all of my products here. These are actually not all of my products, believe it or not, but these are ones that I use pretty much daily, and then some other ones that I use here and there, but I think are really important, especially in the winter time for winter skincare. Without further ado, let me show you what I've got. So I currently have nothing on my face right now. I'm gonna actually do a couple of these things and I'm gonna just show you what my daily skincare routine looks like first. So I'm gonna take some of the products off the table. This is just so you guys could see everything all at once, and then I'll bring them back as I show you guys the other stuff. Okay, so these products that I have left on the table here are ones that I use pretty much daily. It seems like a lot, but I'm very into, you know, getting clear, bright skin. I think it's a very important thing, especially, and you know, you don't really have to go crazy worrying about it. Like, I don't worry about my wrinkles already at age 19, but it's always good to just start early. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just good to just take care of yourself in any way. So before I get into this, I also do want to say that achieving great skin also starts with a diet. So drinking, you know, plenty of water helps a ton, you know. So there's a lot of things that go into your diet that also should be a part of your daily skincare also. Even though it's not directly addressing your skin, everything that you eat does affect your skin. So just, that's a good thing to be aware of. Okay, so now I'm gonna get into these. These are my favorite things. I can't go anywhere without these. I mean, sometimes I use, you know, sometimes I don't do these every day, but I pretty much use these daily. So first, this is what you guys have seen before. This is the Dream Cream body lotion that I have from Lush. This is amazing. I've featured this before another time, I believe, but this is just something that it doesn't go directly. I don't use this on my face, actually. I use other moisturizers, which I have in front of me, but this is great. It's this creamy stuff. It smells amazing, and it's super soft. It makes your skin super soft after you use it, so it's really awesome. It's a great product. It's also, I believe this is one of their best-selling products. So if you're looking for a great body moisturizer, especially this time of year, hydrate, and this is just great. It's a great way to do so. So definitely check this out. So like I said, this is what I use just all over my body. And yeah, that's about it for this. Okay, so next thing is I do shower daily. I don't really ever skip my showers. I like to feel clean. So I tend to switch up my shower time. Sometimes I shower in the morning, sometimes I shower at night. I don't really shower both. I don't really see the point. I just make sure that I do clean my face. Depending on when I shower, if I shower in the morning, I'll clean my face in the morning, in the shower actually, and then at night, I'll clean my face outside the shower and vice versa. So I'm gonna start with how I clean my face in the shower. I use this product right here. This is by Clinique. Sorry for the glare. It's a little hard to see. It's the Clinique Exfoliating Scrub, and it's really awesome. It's not too harsh. Scrubs are a great way to remove dead skin, which sometimes is a little difficult when just using a cleanser because it doesn't really get in there just like a scrub can, and this smells really good, and after you put it on your skin you feel that cooling sensation, which is really awesome. All the stuff right here except my Aveeno moisturizer you can get at Sephora. Aveeno I tend to just get everywhere, but we'll get to that too. So as for the scrub, so you shouldn't do a scrub every day if your face tends to be more dry compared to some people's. My face gets dry, but I make sure that I hydrate very well so I can get away with using a scrub every day. And I like using it every day only because It feels really good getting it into my pores and making sure I keep my face really clean. I don't know, I get a little worried about blackheads. I don't really have acne per se, besides some blackheads that I get around my nose and sometimes in my chin a little bit. So I just take the scrub in the shower, I put a little bit on my finger, and I take a little bit and then I just rub it in circular motions all over my face, and I let it sit for just a second, and then I just wash it off, and it feels great. Like I said, you get that cooling sensation, which is just awesome feeling. So two of my other products that I have in front of me here, I use in the shower and outside of the shower, but I do both. If I'm in the shower, I use this little sponge here. This is amazing. This is a cleansing sponge by Boscia. I think you say boscia or boscia. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at describing these. But this is the cleanser that I use. It is the Purifying Cleansing Gel. It's very, very gentle. I like these brands. As you can see, I have Origins and Boscia are my favorite skincare brands because they're very gentle on the skin, and I have very sensitive skin, so that's very important to me. And they're plant-based, so they're made without all those nasty chemicals and stuff like that. So this is really cool. This is a Konjac sponge. It's a little bit squishy right now because I actually used it in the shower this morning, but it gets really, really hard when it dries. It hardens, but you just run it under the water and it becomes incredibly soft really, really quickly. So all I do is get this wet in the shower. I just put a little drop on here and I rub it in a little bit, and then I rub it in circular motions on my face. I do a scrub first and then I cleanse. You can kind of do whatever you want. If you don't think you need both, you don't have to. There's no rule, I guess, but that's just what I like to do. So if I'm not in the shower and I'm washing my face again, whether it's at night or in the morning, I use my Clarisonic. So this is amazing. I would definitely suggest, if you don't have a cleansing tool already that actually vibrates, which I'll tell you why in a second. It may sound a little funny, but it's true. If you don't have one of these, definitely invest in something like this. It is so, so good for your skin, and I'll tell you why. So I'm actually gonna pull it up on my phone because I just read an awesome article on Cosmo, which I read on their Snapchat every morning. I love doing that. And one of the things that they mentioned was the importance of getting good skin was to make sure you add good vibrations, is what it says. It says by Dr. Lenz, he says vibrations help drain fluids and toxins that cause puffiness. And they actually did mention this Clarisonic one. Mine's the purple zebra. That's what I have. By using something like this, it has a soft vibrating brush that purges pores, helping skin to absorb anti-aging products, and it also promotes facial and body blood circulation. And if you're worried about wrinkles, it smooths your wrinkles with a deep skin massage. Obviously, those all sound like really great things. It is important to incorporate some sort of vibration tool into your daily facial skincare. So I love this. You can buy whatever kind of heads that you want. It just pops right off. I have the basic one because I didn't really find that I needed anything more than that, but it's just this little one here. So basically what's really cool about the Clarisonic is you turn it on and you can hear it making noise, but what it does is, hang on, wait for it, it does a cool thing if it's going to. Okay, so if you just heard the change in the beeping, so what's really cool about this is actually, depending on where you start on your face, it actually times you for how long you should be going in circles in that specific point of your face. So when it makes that noise, it means it's time to switch. So it changes by your chin area, 2 cheeks, and your forehead and your nose. So I mean, you could always do what you want, but it's a good way to kind of keep track of how long you're cleaning that. You don't want to overdo it because, again, you don't want to stress your skin out and make it all dry. So that's a great way to just do the perfect amount. It's a great thing if you need something to add to your Christmas list. Recommend that one. And so when I also use this, I'll put a little drop of my Boscia cleanser right onto this, and then I'll just rub that on my face, and voila. Okay, so after I clean my face, whether in the morning or at night, I use moisturizers. That's the most important thing, I would say, is keeping your skin moisturized and healthy using plant-based products that are going to be good for your skin and not agitate it and make it all blotchy. If you have sensitive skin, these are all really important things. So first thing is my daily moisturizer, which I actually just use Aveeno. You can get this at any drugstore really. Here, sorry about the glare. I hope that you can kind of see it. Okay, so this is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer. It does have sunscreen in it, which is nice. You do want a daily moisturizer with sunscreen. It's always a good thing to protect, especially the skin on your face. So what's nice about this is it's very soft. It makes your skin feel really good after you put it on. I use my daily moisturizer more than probably any of the products that I have in front of me. So I like to splurge a little bit and buy the products that do cost a little bit more, but I think it's important to spend a little bit of money on your skincare products to really get, you know, the good stuff. You want the stuff without chemicals. And this is really good because this is recommended by my dermatologist actually. So I like to use something like this because I go through it so quickly. So this is the only one that I do buy the nicer brand one also, but I do buy this because this is what I use pretty much every day and I go through this so fast. So it's nice to not have to spend $50 every time I go through this. Okay, so one of the things that I do interchange with my daily moisturizer is this other daily moisturizer by Origins. This is Energy Boosting Moisturizer. It's got a lot of great ingredients in it, and when you put it on your face and you smell it, it smells so refreshing. It smells like oranges and citrusy and just really sweet and really nice. And when you put it on your face, it feels amazing. I love the feeling. It's really lightweight. It feels a little greasy at first until it gets absorbed into your skin. But okay, I don't want to say that and that scare you guys. I'm not even kidding. This is the best moisturizer I've ever used. I love it. And it's very brightening. So you put it on your face, and GinZing is great for brightening and for tightening your skin and just giving you that finished, bright, young looking face. So like I said, I don't use this every day just because it does cost a little bit. Okay, and it's also important to have a nighttime moisturizer. You want something that doesn't have the sunscreen in it, that's just gonna do its job and moisturize you and just be good for your skin. So this is what I use for that, by Dr. Weil, who did a collection for Origins, and it's the Mega Bright Moisturizer. It's the Skin Illuminating Moisturizer. That's what it's called. And again, Origins is plant-based. It's got a lot of great natural things in this, and it smells awesome. I always have to mention that. I love things that smell good and that aren't overpowerful. This has lasted me forever. As you can see, I haven't used that much of it because a little bit goes a long way, and it's perfect at night after I clean my skin. I put a layer on and it just smells good and it feels good. It's, again, it kind of sits like just like the other moisturizer. It looks a little greasy at first until it gets absorbed, but it's really good for your skin, and I haven't had any really moisture issues with my skin since I started using these products. So for the winter time especially, that's one of the best things. Now, one of my most important things that I have here that I can't live without, this one's actually new. I was using something else for a while, but this is brand new because I just finished it. This is the Boscia, there you go, Enlivening Amino-AG Eye Treatment. So eye creams. Eye creams are very important, not just for moisturizing and not just for the winter time. It's really good for the area of skin under your eye, which the skin under your eye is very sensitive, and you want to make sure that you take care of it. And if you struggle with dark circles, eye creams are a great thing, especially if you're starting to notice that you get some wrinkles here. You take this cream underneath your eye and also above under your bone here. So this I use every day. I don't use this at night. You can, but I tend to just focus on the moisture, and again, it's a little bit pricey, so I don't want to overuse it, but I do use it every day in the morning. I just started using this one. I used to use the Origins Dr. Weil's Mega Bright Eye Cream, which is very little. It looks just like the nighttime cream. It's the same color, but it's a lot smaller. That lasted me for almost a year, and I was so happy with it. I loved the results, but after I use something, unless I can't live without it, I tend to try something else, and I did love it, but I'm trying this Boscia one now, and I love this also. So it depends on what you want. The one that I was using before was a cream, and this is a mixture between a cream and a gel. It's just a matter of texture, really, when it comes down to it, what you just prefer. So okay, so I'm gonna bring some of my products back on the table so I can show you guys those. These are gonna be the things that I don't use every single day, but I pretty much use very frequently to keep up my winter skincare. Okay, so this first one is not something that is focused mostly for the winter time. This can be used whenever. It just feels really, really good, and it's good for the skin under your eyes again. This is by Boscia also. It's this little blue thing. It's very hard to read because they're writing. It blends with the background color, so I'll read it to you. It's the Boscia Super Cool Depuffing Eye Balm. So all this is it's a little stick, and you just turn it, and the little cap pops off. Ooh, actually, I let mine melt, so it's kind of a funky shape right now. But this is what it looks like. It's on a little stick. It feels so cool. It's one of those things where if my allergies are bad one day, sometimes I get a lot of sinus pressure, and then sometimes my eyes look a little puffy. So what I'll do is just put this right underneath my eye, and it's instantly cooling. It feels really good. So not to mention the sinus buildup, it helps relieve some of that pressure there just by feeling a little bit cooler on your skin. And this is just an awesome wonder product that I don't have to use very often, but I love it, and it's also really good for your skin, so why not, right? So this is great. Again, if you watched that video, I talked a little bit about this. It's just oil, and it's in a little eyedropper here. And this is great for everything. You can use this on your hair, on your skin, whatever you want to use it for. But for your skin, if your skin gets really, really dry in the winter, this is a great thing for you to use, because even though it'll make you oily, it's one of those things that you can just put on and you wash off after, obviously, because it'll make you look really greasy, but it really does its job for moisturizing. It's one of those miracle workers, so this is a great thing to use. So next are these Origin Modern Friction Instant Brightening Pads. Maybe it'll focus, maybe not. Okay, so there's about 40 pads in here. These have lasted me forever. You don't use these every day, and I think it tells you not. Yeah, it says use twice weekly on clean skin. So sometimes after I clean my skin, after I do my cleanser, I'll use one of these little pads. So with these, same thing, you're gonna do circular motions. You never wanna just wipe your skin. That's not how you're supposed to take care of your skin. You're supposed to go in circular motions because that really opens up your pores and gets in there. These are really great, especially in the winter time, because my face tends to not look as bright when I'm not very tan. So these are a great thing for me because they do help to give you that boost. So on top of moisturizing, which I do usually after these are a great thing to do every so often that just give your skin that little brightness, you know? Next are these Biore pore strips. My issue that I have is I don't really get acne, but like I said before, sometimes I get some blackheads on my chin area, and sometimes I get them around my nose. Just not very noticeable, but they kind of bother me, and you can tell if you look really, really closely at my skin, and we just don't want that. And the problem that I've had with those is when I use regular cleansers and scrubs, they don't really get in there like I need them to. So unless I got a facial every day, and if I could afford that, I probably would. But these are a great option. They sell these everywhere. You can get these at any drugstore, Target, Walmart, wherever. So every so often I'll use one of these if I see that I'm getting quite a few blackheads and I don't like that. I could sit there and try and pop them all or whatever, but it doesn't tend to work very easily anyway. So these are a great option. There's 14 strips in this one. I've used quite a few. I've only got a couple left. So what they look like is if you've seen in some movies when they show like a girl in the morning who's wearing a pore strip or something like that. This just folds over your nose and you wet your face, and then you just apply this right to your nose, and it just covers the bridge of your nose, the lower half, and then the two sides, and you leave it there until it hardens. It takes about 15 minutes, and then it starts to look like paper mache, and if you touch it, it actually feels like it gets really, really hard. And then what you do is you pull slowly from the two sides, and you pull up very slowly, and it kind of hurts, and it kind of makes your eyes water, but it does a great job. And after you pull it all the way off, and when you look at it, you'll see, you know, all the little whatever comes out. They clean your pores, and then you look at your face and it feels good, and then you just make sure you moisturize, and this is a great thing to do. They have ones that are not just for your nose, so if you have the problem area in your chin or something, you do that too, and same thing, you just stick it to your face, let it dry, and then just pull it off, and it does magic. So the last two things I'm going to show you guys are my two masks. So if I want just kind of an upkeep mask, I use my Lush Mask of Magnaminty. I don't really know how to say it. It's a face and body mask, but I tend to only use it for my face. Haven't felt the need to put it all over my body, except I'm sure it feels great because it feels really, really good on your face. So again, this is a Lush product. So this is really, really awesome. I'll show it to you guys. I have the little I have the little container, but they also sell big ones because you don't really need that much, so I haven't found the need to buy one. I'm almost out of this one, but it's green and it smells really, really minty. And again, Lush is focused on all handmade natural cosmetics. I probably do this once every 2 weeks probably. I don't have a lot of issues with my skin that I feel like I need to use it any more than that currently, but if I feel like I am having issues, I'll definitely do it more. This is great for just cleansing your skin. Not only does it feel awesome, it just does a great job, and when you take it off you feel, oh my god, that was amazing. So it's really awesome. Take my word for it and give it a try. And then this is what I use when I'm starting to get more problems. And I don't have to use that much of it. As you can see, I've actually used this like 10 times and there's not even any gone. So this is by Origins, and this is their charcoal mask. This is the coolest feeling ever. It clears pores and it does a great job. It's very stripping of moisture though, so you do have to make sure that you follow up with a lot of great moisturizers. But this comes out black, and it says on the back, and it literally does, it acts like a magnet to draw out deep dwelling pore cloggers. And it's got China clay in it that absorbs any toxins, and it's got something in it that I can't pronounce that dissolves impurities. And with that, all that stuff down there, skin breathes a sigh of relief. What you do is you open up your pores by using a warm, moist washcloth, and then you put this on. So again, I don't really get that bad. So I haven't had to, I've put this all over my face a couple times, but I've really only found that I only need it in my chin area sometimes and around my nose where I get those blackheads, and it does a great job at pulling them out, really. I see great results from using this. Okay guys, so that was it for my, I guess, I'm sorry, this is kind of a cheating video saying that it was my November favorites, but I just wanted to really focus on the skincare stuff because I wanted to get that out to you guys. I wanted to show that to you guys. And what I'm going to show you now is a quick little routine using all the stuff that I showed you. Okay, so I have my little chip bowl filled with warm water right now. And so what I'm going to do is show you guys how I clean my face daily and then what I put on after. So I'm going to use my Clarisonic, I'm going to use my cleansing gel, and then I'm going to use my brightening pads after with my moisturizer and my eye cream. So this is pretty much what I'm doing right now besides the masks. Is pretty much my daily thing, that I'll wash my face and then I'll put my moisturizer on. These I'm just going to use today because it's been a while and, you know, why not? So I'm sure this is going to look great. And I have my washcloth here, and actually I'm going to try and not make a mess so my roommate doesn't kill me. And I'm gonna get my washcloth wet and just wet my face. After I do that, all I'm gonna do is I just dip the end of this into the water and I get it wet. And my hands are clean. I washed my hands before this. Just by the way, throwing that out there, you should make sure you have clean hands. The cleansing gel is clear, as you can see. I'm just gonna put it right on the tip of my brush here, and then I'm gonna start my thing. So what's cool about this, what I also forgot to mention, is there is a little arrow key on here that you can actually turn it up if you want to, but it turns off by itself as soon as it goes through the cycle. So it just turns off. I just get the head wet a little bit and I just use my fingers just to get the remaining soap out of there, and put the little cap on because it's got little holes in it, so it lets it dry like that. Here, I'm just gonna wash my face like this. Okay, and then so to dry your face, you just want to take a towel and pat it on your skin. So now my face is all clean, and now I'm going to take one of my pads here, and then I'm going to just rub it in circular motions. Okay, so I just waited a few minutes until my face dried after using that pad, and now I'm going to use my moisturizers. Face is all red because I just did that, but it's okay. Here's my cream, just a tiny amount. As you can see, as I said before, this is a mixture between a cream and a gel. So it's got a very interesting texture, but I really like it actually. So all I'm gonna do is I put this on my ring finger because it's the softest finger that you have. It's got the softest tissue and it's great for doing under your eyes. So I'm just gonna dab it and I pull it out to the sides, and then I do a little bit above my eyes. You really don't need that much. Probably did a little too much. And then I'm gonna put just a little bit of my moisturizer. I'm gonna show you guys, that's pretty basic. Just looks like a little cream. And then I put this all over my face. And yeah, so that's it, guys. So I know I look a little bit not great and I look a little bit red and whatever. I have to let my skin sit, and I usually do this as soon as I can in the morning, and then I let myself, you know, my skin calm down before I try to apply any makeup on top of it. I don't want to do too much to irritate my skin. I have quite sensitive skin, so this stuff has been great for my skin, but all at once, as you can see, it turns me very red. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, please think about subscribing. I have a lot of fun stuff planned. I also have an announcement for you guys. Coming up is going to be my Christmas break, and since I'm in college now, I get a whole month off, so I'm going to be hoping that I can bump up my videos to more than once a week. So yay, that'll be awesome, because I have a lot more that I want to show you guys and do with you guys, so that's a great opportunity for me to do so keep an eye out for that. And until then, I'll see you guys next week.